Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Out deadbaiting again this morning, down a local canal. This isn't my first choice of venue. I've actually been somewhere else this morning. It was full of boats and there was some kind of bike race on, so that put a spanner in the works. So I'm already behind, but I'm going to get set up, get some baits out, and we'll talk about what I'm doing to see if I can potentially catch a PB. Still looking for that double, but I think it's unlikely from this venue. But hey, I'm out fishing. It's only a short session, maybe 3 hours, if that, because like I said, I'm already behind. But we'll get set up as mentioned and we'll give it a go. Just trimming up a mackerel tail. It's quite a big bait this for a canal, but I want to put a sardine on the other one, so one larger bait, one smaller bait. Get this hooked through the tail. Should stay on pretty well, so semi-frozen. Just like that. So I want to put the mackerel off the point over there. There's a inlet with some fresh water coming in, bit of cover. Just think it looks perfect fish holding area. It's quite deep here as well. Turning base, so some line off. Yeah. That's that rod out. Let's get it on the rest. Leave the bail arm open. Just gonna put it in the clip. Pop it down. That's that rod out. Just before I put the second rod out, let's have a quick look at my rig. I've got 18 inches of 30-pound wired trace, size 4/0 circle hook, and a sardine cutting off, just a small bait, down to a Korum Run Rig Kit, lead, and just a pencil style pike float sliding up and down on a swivel. After my last pike video, my mate Ian said that I was probably using too lighter lead. That was maybe where I was getting the float to stand up, but the fish weren't taking them, so I've put a slightly heavier one onto there. And this rod is just going to go down here. There we go, that's my second rod out. Chopped up some sardine chunks, just gonna throw it around the float for attraction. One long. That's it. Oh, the float's just stood up on the other rod. I don't know if you can see that. It's not doing anything, it's just stood upright. Just give that a few minutes to see what happens. Alright, this float, it's not moving off, but it keeps dropping down and then standing up. I'm going to give it a few seconds and wind down. It could just be something caught on it, but I don't want to risk a deep hook fish. Alright, I'm just going to pick the rod up. Oh, it's dropped back down now. It might have been caught on something. I'll keep an eye on that. If it stands up again, I'll wind down to it. Actually, I'm going to wind that in just to check me. There's nothing wrong with it. Check the bait. Bait looks fine. Don't know what's happened there. Oh well. Let's get it back out. Just tied my peg up because I can't stand mess when I'm fishing. Unhook him up before anyone inevitably asks. I think that float stood up because of toe. It's doing it again. Right, okay, I'm going to change the spot and take it out that toe and move it over there. I'm just going to give this rod a bit of a twitch, see if that sparks some kind of reaction. I've noticed that quite a bit the last few times. If I just move the float a little bit, lifting that bait off the bottom and then dropping it back down has sparked a fish into taking it. I've caught the last two doing that. Not much, just a foot or so, but I think it's just that movement. I really want to get on the river after one. I think that's where my chance of catching a double or a PB is going to come from, but I planned on it all week. Got to yesterday, heavens opened and the river's rising rapidly, so hence why I'm back on the canal again. Alright, so I'm having a change of tactic. I'm taking the dead bait off this rod that's got the sardine. I want to put a bob on and just hook a small roach through the back and cast it over there. It doesn't matter if it drifts around then. It covers more water. Smaller bait, might pick up a really small jack that's feeling a bit energetic. So I'll see you when this is set up and ready to cast out. Bob, weight, skimmer hooked through the back. And I've got it set about 3 foot. So that's going to be off the bottom. Just going to cast it out into the floor and just let it drift around, do its thing. So it can travel as much as it likes now. Give it some slack line. I've been dying to catch one on this bob. It just looks cool. Reminds me of Passion for Angling on the winter episode where Bob James catches them 20s under the bridge. Not that I'm ever going to catch a 20 under a bridge, but reminds me of it. Nostalgia and all that. Let's see what happens. I feel like this bob's fishing really well. I'm casting it over the far bank and it's just slowly drifting over to this side, so it's covering a lot of water. Not any touches yet, but I feel quite, I wouldn't say confident, but I think if I'm going to get one, it might be that one that it produces. The bob is just bobbed. Oh, I don't think it's going to pick it up though. Definitely was a touch at least. Thought I was aware there. It bobbed, it moved a bit, it bobbed again and it stopped. It was definitely an indication that though. Definitely, 100%. I thought I was aware there. I don't know whether the float's maybe too much resistance and it's just felt it and dropped it. I looked up and the float bobbed down, there was a big ring came around it and then it moved a little bit, bobbed again, another ring, and it's just stopped. Just gonna give this a bit of a twitch, see if I can maybe spark it to come back. I don't know why I'm so gutted. It was a 2 minute, like literally the tiniest 2 or 3 bobs, but it was an indication. It was just like I made a change and it's going to work. It's given me a bit of hope at least. I've got about an hour and a half left. Just keep casting it and drifting it around. Bait looks fine, no sign of damage. Let's get it put back out. friendly swan coming into shot here. He's coming right up to me. I've got nothing for you, mate. I haven't. You're majestic though, aren't you? Look at you. You know an angler normally means food, don't you, mate? You're a beautiful creature. Nothing for you though, bud, I'm sorry. Just don't pick up me line, please. I've got about an hour left. I'm going to move the mackerel tail right into the mouth of the lock. Catch a lot of perch out of locks and stuff, so maybe might be a pike there as well. Plus it takes out the way of the swan because he keeps looking for food going in and out. It is a big bait this for Canal, but I'm trying to catch a double. Put that down. A bit more line off because that's just not sat quite right. There we go. The water out that inlet is proper starting to push through, so I can only assume there's a boat coming down the locks. You don't get many boats down here, it's one of the reasons I came. Not looking good now. We've got about 40 minutes left, if that. Wind these in while the boat goes through, because he's just dropping down the lock. Stuck on a branch. Marvellous. And I've lost my skimmer. Even more marvellous. Well, that's the boat gone through, so I'm going to put this back out for 15 minutes. Just get a bit of weed off. "15 minutes and then pack up and head home." Alright, well, there's a boat coming. I'm going to call that quits. Let's get this out of the way of the boat. See you in a minute. Well, it hasn't happened today, but I've been out of the house at least. As mentioned before, I'm going to film the good, the bad and the ugly, so there's going to be blank sessions along the way. I will catch a double eventually, but it's just not been this time. I think my next 2 sessions are going to be trout fishing, but I'll hopefully be out pike fishing again sometime in December. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Thanks again. Bye bye.